Hey, this is George, and I'm here to announce the end of what has felt like a long and painful process involving this YouTube channel. If you follow the channel closely, you may have noticed that in April of 2025, I announced that I was taking down over 100 videos. And I did take those videos down. The main reason that I was taking down those videos was because I better learned what the FTC guidelines were for disclosures in social media content involving influencers. Essentially, to boil it down in just a short example, if a company gave me a choke tube to test out, I am supposed to let people know such and such company gave me this choke tube anytime I use that choke tube in a video. And anytime I mention that brand, I'm supposed to mention that that brand had given me that choke tube. And to be completely honest, I had not done that in every video. I did seek legal counsel on the matter, and I was advised that what I should do is focus on going forward and not worry about the historical content. But my conscience on the inside begged to differ. So I took over 100 videos down, some of which I plan to edit, add disclosures into them, and then repost them. Some of them I plan to remake, and others would just go away. And as you can imagine, that's a lot of videos, a lot of work. It was a challenging thing for me to do. It was a lot of time and energy and resources that had been extended to make those videos. And then it was going to take a lot more time and resources to edit them and repost them. But I wanted to do it, and I wanted to do it for two main reasons. Reason number one, I just did not want to have the historical videos out there that didn't have proper disclosures. I just didn't want that out there. A lot of those videos were evergreen. They continued to get a lot of views, and I just didn't want that to be the case. Number two, I decided I wanted to take the channel in another direction. I decided that I was going to stop using guns, ammo, and choke tubes that were given to me by companies. The reason being, a lot of my videos, I'm testing guns, ammo, and choke tubes to see how different things perform. And I wanted to reduce the bias, whether it be real or perceived, in those videos by using stuff that came from manufacturers that made it, testing it against stuff that came from other places, either things that I bought or came from viewers. And so I decided that was going to be it. Every gun that I had that came from a company, even ones that were legitimately given to me as gifts, I returned them to the manufacturers. Choke tubes, I also returned every choke tube to the manufacturers. Nobody asked me to do this. Nobody told me to do this, but I decided this is what I was going to do. I was going to stop using these things, and I was going to send them back to the companies that made them and gave them to me. I attempted to send back all the ammunition, but they told me not to send it back. They couldn't do anything with it, and so I was advised to give it away to other responsible hunters, and I did that to people that I knew were responsible locally. So in my possession today, and actually for much of 2025, I have not had and do not have a single gun, choke tube, or a round of ammunition that I'm aware of that came from a company. Now, if I find some ammo that rolled under a piece of furniture or something, I will also get rid of that. If I find a choke tube that rolled under something, I will send that back to the manufacturer. But as best as I know today, and for quite some time now, I do not have any guns, ammo, or choke tubes that came from companies. And so what that also meant is I now had to get guns, ammo, and choke tubes in order to make all these videos that I do, or in order to make a significant portion of them. And so this last year has also been a very expensive year. I've bought some new shotguns, I have bought some choke tubes, I have bought some ammunition. Some viewers, I thank you so much, everybody who has sent in anything, whether it was ammo, choke tubes, or whether you're research partners on Patreon. I really appreciate all the support that anyone and everyone has provided, even just those who left kind comments on videos. I really appreciate it. And so I have been in a year-long process of editing and re-uploading old videos. I did many new videos also this past year. Well, I guess many is relative. I think I uploaded old videos much more than the new ones that I put out, but I did continue to put out brand new videos this year. But it has been a long, grueling process for me. It's soaked up a lot of my time where I could have spent doing other things, time maybe I would have spent hunting or being with my family. But the bottom line is, as of this video, that is over. I have reposted every old video that I intend to repost. It could be in the future I need to take a video down, make an edit to it, and repost it. But in terms of this project, this initiative, it is done. Going forward, I'm planning for every video to be new. Like I said, there could be the chance of an old video or something that I post, I make a mistake and I've got to take it down and repost it. But my goal is for every video going forward to be new. The last old video has been reposted. All of that work, all of that time is finally done, finally behind me, and now I can focus exclusively on making new content, new videos, new ideas, and in the midst of all of that, the channel also recently hit 25,000 subscribers, so I just want to take a moment to celebrate that, say thank you to everyone who has watched, subscribed, hit the thumbs up button, and supported the channel. I really do appreciate it. And there is some really good stuff on the horizon. I've got some really good ideas, at least I think they're good ideas. Some of them came from you guys on videos that are in the works, that are in development or in planning, or that I'm acquiring the materials needed to put them together. I would ask, though, your continued patience. I don't have all of the resources that I had prior to this. And of course, when you take down over 100 videos, those videos generate revenue. You lose the revenue that those videos were generating. So there were some other financial challenges this past year, but God made a way. I was able to keep going, was able to get the things that I need, and so I'm moving forward. It's different. It's a little bit more challenging, but it's also freeing. Knowing that I can just make anything I want to make. I don't have to think about it from the standpoint of who can I find to give me this or send me this. I mean, I am limited by budget, but it's actually a little bit easier on the inside, even though it may be a little more challenging on the financial side. I feel just a little bit more creative freedom. It's not about who can I find to give me stuff. It's about what do I want to do and when can I find the budget in order to make those videos possible. And if you don't know, I have a full-time job that's not YouTube. This is a passion project, and it does bring in some revenue. Some of that revenue is reinvested in the channel and videos. Some of that revenue is reinvested into my family, but I do this because I enjoy doing it. I am hopeful that it'll grow. I am hopeful that it will produce more revenue, but I have always had a full-time job that wasn't this. And so there have always been limitations, but I'm doing my best to improve the content, to improve the quality of the content, to improve the credibility of the content, to make stuff that I think is more balanced, to make stuff that's more interesting, to make things that are more fair. I always tried to make videos that were fair, but as a professionally trained researcher, I have to admit that bias is always something that you deal with, whether it's conscious or subconscious. If somebody gives you stuff, there is almost this subconscious pull to try to be nice to them, to try to represent their stuff well, whether you intend to or not. And I've actively tried to control for that over the years, but I feel like it's just easier to be fair and balanced when you don't have that force acting on you. So like I said, I ended every connection, every relationship that I had with every gun, ammo, and choke tube company. Now, other folks are fine. I'm still happy to have sponsors, very happy actually, people that make things other than guns, ammo, and choke tubes, because those are the products I most often test head-to-head and compare with other companies' materials. And so it just felt better to me to have no connections with any companies that make any of those products. So I really appreciate your support. If this is the first video you've ever seen, well, that's an interesting one to start with. And you may be more interested in one of my videos testing waterfowl hunting ammunition and choke tubes here, or turkey hunting ammunition and choke tubes there. Thank you so much for watching. God bless you, and go get them in the woods.